is News Channel 5.
There are new developments tonight in the investigation of the former Jackson High School freshman basketball coach. Good evening, I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Lee Jordan. Scott Studer resigned as coach after he was accused of videotaping players in his locker room. But 2 years ago, an anonymous tipster made a more serious allegation. We were mailed a copy of a police report from January of 2011. The report includes accusations by a person claiming he was fondled by Scott Studer 15 years earlier. News Channel 5's John Kosick picks up the story in the newsroom right now. John?
Yeah, Lee, that police report centers on an anonymous email that was forwarded to Jackson High School in January of 2011. School officials met with Jackson Township Police the very next day and gave police a copy of the email. The John Doe wrote at the time, "I am writing this to notify you that your school, that you have a sex offender coaching your freshman basketball team. His name is Scott Studer. How do I know?" He wrote, "When I attended Jackson over 15 years ago, I was invited by Coach Studer to spend the night at his house. I was a player under him as a freshman." The John Doe goes on to say that sometime during the night, Studer came into his room and uncovered the blankets and pointed a flashlight at his private area. He wrote Scott, then reached down and fondled him. The John Doe goes on to write that he said nothing for years, fearing that no one would believe him. Years later, as an adult, he came forward because he feared other boys could be at risk. Jackson School Superintendent Christy Loretto said an internal investigation was done immediately in January of 2011, and Studer was questioned by school officials, but there was no collaboration to the anonymous email. Jackson Township detectives reached out to that John Doe through email saying for an investigation to be done, a formal report must be made and that the person could still remain anonymous. Police said they can't comment further because it's part of their ongoing criminal investigation. At the time, the anonymous email allegation, no one knew Studer would eventually be accused nearly 2 years later of secretly videotaping students in the shower. Jackson Township Police say so far 74 students have been identified in the video, but there was a lot more video to go through. Studer's bond remains set at $2 million. On your side, live in the newsroom, John Kosick, News Channel 5.
And the scope of this story just continues to grow.
Yes.
All right, John, thank you.